Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the SU-8, it's the Tier 6 Soviet SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Mines Encounter, and this one is under the command of Angelina75, and it's her first entry to win the weekend lie-in this weekend. Well, as you may know if you've been following our channel, there's a competition every week between Talon1958 and Angelina75 to win the weekend lie-in. Who actually loses ends up having to chase after their little son as he runs around the house early in the morning. He's a very early riser, and so they have to, whoever's lying in on Sunday morning gets a few hours extra sleep, whilst the other one has to chase after their little boy Remy. Okay, rounds out. Oh, first shot actually hit the Chi-Ri, not the Yag Panther, but she got some stun assist off that Yag Panther. Enemy Arty in sight, a GW Panther. They've got two Arty in the enemy team, a GW Panther and an FB304. We're looking at that Chi-Ri again. You can see where the shell hit him, right in the front actually, right on the driver's plate. Rounds out. Oh, it hit him again. So she's got a second bite of the cherry, 232 hit points this time. Okay, this is a 152mm howitzer, capable of doing 550 alpha. It'll penetrate through 38mm of armor, and it's got a 6.7 meter burst radius. Okay, she's dialing in on an SP1C on the South Island. Bit difficult shot, that one, but she might be able to get it over the rock. Unfortunately, she only got a bit of splash, 104, but it's something. Okay, it appears we've got the hill at the moment. Now, we've lost sight of that GW Panther, but I suspect that he's somewhere down in the south, aiming up this direction. I think he went over to the west side of the enemy's spawn area, mainly so he could get a better angle on the cap area. Unfortunately, it's not working out to their advantage at the moment, because we've got somebody in the cap, and they don't. There's that SP1C again. Okay, there's also an AMX-13 FL11 there, the premium tank that Wargaming gave out. The SP1C is hiding. Oh, he's popped up on this corner. And he dies very quickly to the Jackson. There's the 13 FL11. Rounds out. Oh, direct hit. 373 hit points and her first kill of the game. That was a very good shot. Went straight to the target. Well, somebody has managed to get into the cap, and we've got a... Yeah, there's a lot of enemy tanks near the cap area. Oh, well, there's one less. That was a T1 Heavy that just got wiped out, and now we've got a Yag Panther, probably the same one we fired at earlier. And he's gone as well. That was the second kill for Angelina. That one earned her 177 hit points. Okay, she's just pulling back for a moment just to avoid counter battery. Okay, now it's a question of working out where the enemy is. The good thing about using Battle Assistant is that sometimes you can hear fences being knocked down, rubble, walls, anything like that, any of the furniture, and that tells you where the enemy might be. She's looking around, looking behind the walls, almost... You can't actually see behind the walls, but obviously if you go to overhead view, you might actually see them knocking down fences. Well, wasn't behind that house. That was a destructible house. but she's still looking at behind that big house there, and I think there might be somebody just behind that one. Okay, enemy Arty's been spotted, the GW Panther, and this time around I don't think he's going to get away with it. No, he didn't. Unfortunately for him, he got taken out by our T-3485M. Oh, and he just got killed as well by the T-34 on the enemy team. And Angelina was crawling forwards very slowly without knowing it. That can be a hazard to a lot of Arty players, that they have to be crawling forward. It means that they're actually losing their focus, their direct aim. And she stopped the cap, so I think she did get a hit, a splash hit on that T-3485M, who's just been spotted behind that wall. So she was aiming in the right direction. Okay, another T-34, the one that killed our T-3485M, up on the hill. Rounds out. No, that hit the wall. Still looks a viable target. There's the T-34. He's about half his, or a third of his hit points left. And it looks like he's using that wall for cover. Now, we do have a number of our tanks close by. Rounds out. Oh, that was a bit better. It got stunned. Okay. The enemy has got the hold of the hill at the moment. They've got the T-34 up there, and they've got an OI right next door to the hill. Now, can you aim a shot? Oh, now the T-34 has changed position. He's actually moved over to the north side, and he's shooting directly at our tanks at close range. And Angelina gets a piece of him for 49 from Splash, and it looks like he's not moving, which means she might be able to get another hit on him. And that's a bit of a mistake by him, because if he's being fired on like that, it's a good chance he'll go down. And she gets another splash on him for 14. That T-3485M still there, and so is the enemy T-34. He obviously hasn't learned his lesson. Angelina's refining her aim to get it right. Rounds out. And she got the kill, so that's 3 kills now for Angelina. Well, the interesting fact now is that we've got 2 in the cap. The enemy OI, which was very badly wounded, is now moving towards the cap area, but he's 1 against 2, and Angelina's decided to go and help the other's cap. Yeah, she knows where her W key is, and the OI on the enemy team just died, so she stopped to take a shot, which was completely the correct thing to do. And we can see those traces from the FV304, which are arcing into the cap area. Now she's going to go in there and start capping herself, and hopefully we can finish this game as quickly as possible, because if the enemy have got very few tanks nearby, they're going to be in trouble. The AMX ELC is coming over to join us, but the GW Panther is staying at the back of our spawn area. That's it, sit in that corner there, nicely parked. Obviously Angelina doesn't have any problem driving and parking. She's actually positioning herself the correct way, because you don't want to present, right flush against the wall, because the enemy can then come up on you and shoot you. But oh, the enemy FV304 is coming this way, and we've got our AMX ELC in the right position. Looks like the M10 got a piece of him. Angelina's positioning. Oh, and he goes down to the AMX ELC. And we're about to cap out. And oh my god, there's an enemy tank behind her. A Digamax, but he's mucked it up because he went the wrong way. And he tried to kill our GW Panther. Here's the end of battle results. And that was the second class tanker for Angelina75 in the SU-8. She managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she got 12. And she got a win rate of 2,678 out of that game, which is Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, she didn't get the highest damage, but she did come close. The highest score turned out to be the T-3485M on our team. He got 1,886 hit points before he was taken out. The highest scorer on the enemy team in second place was the OI with 1,626. And the third highest damage was Angelina with 1,416 hit points of damage. And we can see the enemy M10, who was still alive at the end of the game, he only had 1,412. And we've got to wonder where he was, because he didn't come up to the cap. And as a result, him and the Dickomax actually mucked it up, because the Dickomax went for RGW Panther when he should have gone for the Cap. And as a result, he just gave away the win. Anyway, if we look at the rest of the details, we can see when it came to kills, Angelina shares the top spot because she had 3 kills, so did the OI and the T-34 in the enemy team. And that T-34, the one she killed, had an Oskins medal for killing 2 or more tank destroyers. Is it 2 or 3? I think it's 2. In a, there it is, there's it. 3 enemy tank or tank destroyers by a medium tank, and it must be at least 1 tier higher. So yes, Oskins are much better than the Leather Slayers. So yes, he did very well, all things considered, but he forgot that Angelina was pumping those shells in. One of them connected with him, and he was out the game. And when it came to base XP, Angelina's in second place because the T-3485M managed 1,120. So he's the only one to get over 1,000. But Angelina was with 788, and the third place was the Jackson with 619. So she did very well. She got what did she get? She got second on one, top on another, and second on the other. So that's not a bad achievement, that one. 13 shots fired. That's a good amount of ammunition because, of course, that yields enough hit points to get up there at the top of the table. 4 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot, which I think, which one? That was the FL-11, I think. We'll just check that to make absolutely certain, because I think he did, yes, he did take a round right through the center. And they're very thin armor, the 13-ton tanks, the AMX, simply because they make them light to make them air portable. And of course, they take off all the armor, which makes them very, very thin. And Arty rounds just go straight through, no problem. So yes, did very well with that shot. 10 splashes, damage of 1,416, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 6 of the enemy, kill 3. Did 584 hit points, a stun assist off 8 stuns. She got 13 capture points and 69 defense points. So she just missed out on getting a defender medal as well out of that game, which would have been nice. But there you go. Can't have everything. Just 1 more second that she collected, and that would have been a defender as well. Yeah, that would have been a nice medal to have, because, of course, that would have changed the end results as regard the competition. When it came to credits on a premium count, Angelina made 75,070 credits from the game. She did get a mission completion bonus of 50,000. And on top of that, she got 2,364 experience points. So a very good win. And of course, she did win by capping out, which meant that she knows where her W key is and she uses it to win the game. Not everybody who plays Arty and gets accused of being someone who sits at the back does sit at the back, because a lot of Arty players will move, and they'll move to win the game. And sometimes they can do so in the most hilarious ways as well, by actually never being seen by the enemy, but certainly winning the game nonetheless by capping out. Anyway, so a good result from that battle, which means that the lead is now a second class and a bruiser, but unfortunately no medal. 1 more capture point, and Angelina would have had a defender as well. That would have counted towards the competition. So Natalan now has to beat a second class and a bruiser if he wants to win this weekend's Lion. Because, of course, as you remember, last week, Angelina won outright with an ace tanker. Of course, that caps everybody, and that trumps them all, and you win outright straight away. But it's a contest now, so we'll wait for Talon to send in his first replay and see if he can get better than Angelina. But if Angelina keeps playing her arties the way she's doing, it's going to be a tough game for Talon to get better than her. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.